Hi everyone, welcome to the It's About Time podcast. And today we are joined by the ever so gracious and cute looking child of mine.
Child of mine.
One day only. It's not a recurrence. This is not happen frequently.
Fine. Today we are joined by the presently cuddly looking, childlike looking face of Sylvia, my boy. Joining us all the way from campus in Mauritius. Hey Sly, say hello to everybody.
Even though I've already interrupted this introduction.
That's fine. That was like preamble, you know.
Okay, just saying. I gotta hype myself up, It's just me in this room. Someone's gotta give me my energy.
Energy. Meanwhile, that's perfect, right? Because our session today is music and vibes. So if there's any music and vibe reference that comes from either something I say, either something you say, just flag it. And you already have my first flag, courtesy of Miss Beyonce, or rather Mrs. Carter from Renaissance, yes? Yeah, it's from the album Renaissance, yes. Energy. I've been following her tour and
everyone has been following her. Everyone. If you're not following her tour, missing out.
I saw something about some chick who went into labor when she was at the Beyonce concert in LA or something. It was so weird.
Oh.
Like, you are at the point where you are due. Yeah, she went into labor.
And you're like, Beyonce I'm not missing Beyonce.
So for her, she was like, hello, Virgo birthday. So she's a Virgo, her husband. So we're just like, about the other things, my biggest icon is Virgo.
He's a Virgo.
He's a Virgo. And I'm like, how is that?
It's a story to tell because she's giving birth to a Virgo at her idol's concert. Okay, I hope she didn't give birth at the concert, but okay, she got a horsey. Okay.
Yeah, she did. She made it to the hospital. Anyway, okay. So the essence of today's chat is music and vibes. I mean, when we do a podcast on Friday, it's always going to be music and vibe. And I couldn't think of anybody who, well, I could think of a few other people. I'm sorry. I could think of a few other people, but if there's one person whose musical taste is super aligned to mine, is Sylvia.
On most days. It's good to say it's on most days, because there are times when we're just worlds apart.
Yeah, there's that part.
But it's to be expected.
Those sad jams of your generation. I sent you an article around.
I read it.
A friend of mine sent it to me because we were having that conversation around sad music, and this generation being a generation that listens to sad music. So he sent me the article and I was like, I know just the person to see this. What did you think though?
Truth. There's truth to it. I won't lie. But anyways, I can't argue. I can't deny. But I feel like sad music, I don't know. There's just something about like the lyrics of sad music that seems very personal. And it's nice to have to hear something that like resonates in a way.
That is sad.
It's not the sad part. It's the resonating part. It's the relation. It's the understanding, the mutual communication without necessarily saying what you're going through. It's reading someone's mind and you're miles away. Damn, I'm poetic.
If you should say so yourself.
I try. If I should say so.
But anyway, I mean, it's not that when growing up, like for us guys, it's not that there wasn't any sad music. There were sad songs, right? But there were
heartbreak,
mainly about heartbreak, right? And it's about trying to get your lover back or trying to get your other person back. Baby, come back, and things like Boys to Men, End of the Road. Like it was always about, okay, yeah, so we know it's over, but hey, give me. But I think there's a huge connection between individual agency, now in the present day where you have your generation that's so clear about, I don't need to be in a relationship for it to be whatever. If a relationship ends badly, and correct me if I'm wrong, if a relationship ends badly, it's cool, it's fine. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna allow myself to go through those emotions and those feelings, live in my feelings, hence the sad music and gloomy lyrics, and then be like, okay, cool, it's over, it's all right. But you're not necessarily getting back to the person you broke up with, and you're not necessarily getting into another relationship. You're just like,
I don't know. I think it depends. It varies from person to person. Because again, individuality, people address different issues different ways. But I think the main reason why like sad music is such a thing for our generation is because, for lack of a better explanation, like we've romanticized sadness. We really have. It's the one human emotion we all share, and the world is burning down and the governments are not doing their thing. So let's all be sad. That's a space we're living in because we have zero power at the moment to change any of the issues we're facing.
do you
And even
really?
if we
Do you really?
okay, not zero power, not
That's
zero
a
power.
conversation
We
for
don't have
another day.
votes.
That's a conversation
Yeah.
for another day.
That's a conversation for another day. But the point is, there's a whole aspect of romanticization of sadness because my generation specifically has been born in a world where there's so many things going wrong, and the internet is making it straight up in your face. So it's hard to see the positives. So it's very easy to just get sucked into that hole. And that is also represented in music because sad music puts people in a state that they are vibing with, if you may. So if you think about it in that sense. But there's a whole spectrum of reasons why sad music has been a thing for my generation and my friends especially. And me as well.
We are going to have a conversation with your friends very soon on one of these Fridays around, if we can find the right time. I mean, very soon around their thinking around sad music because, man, sadness, it's not my potion. It's not my potion. Anyway, folks.
That's not the point of today.
That's not why we're here today.
We digress.
Yeah, we wanted to introduce this fast music and vibes. But you see, that's the thing, right? This is exactly what I hope can happen out of doing this particular segment of this show, is that music then opens up an opportunity to talk about so many other things. And if you're like Sly and I, who start here, and then we go here, and we go here, we go here, we go here, and then we're like, okay, where are we? We come back to the point. Like you will have discussed so many things before you finally like land on your point, which for me, I find the most intriguing way to have conversations because it's not structured. It's just, you go where the
vibes and inshallah.
Vibes and inshallah. But well, that's not the title of our segment. It's music.
I know.
Anyway.
Music and vibes. Apologies.
So I was really, really keen on us doing this sort of recording when Sly was around, but well, circumstances. But here we are using the technology of the day to get the two of us in the same space, talking about something that we love. And because this conversation that we're about to have was actually initiated by a question that Sly asked me, I'm going to hand over the mantle and the leadership of this conversation to Sly. Sly.
No pressure.
Go you.
It's not like I'm hosting this podcast for the day or anything.
You're my co-host.
I have a title, y'all.
For today. It's cool. I'm sorry, my bad.
Killjoy.
That's me, Mama Killjoy.
And you're owning it proper.
Sorry.
Why? Wait, but technically, if you're Mama Killjoy, then that means I'm Killjoy and you're my mother.
Okay, let me rephrase. That's why I laughed, because I was like, Mama Killjoy means all my children will be Killjoys. All of them. So, Mama kill the joy. Mama kill the joy.
You just say Killjoy. I just Killjoy.
Okay, I'm the Killjoy. Anyway, wait. See? Again, you're digressing. Over to you, Sly.
Okay, so randomly, this question has evolved. Let me also give context on that part. This question has evolved a lot because it started as a random thought, and random thoughts, as always, are not structured in any way whatsoever. And initially, my thought process was trying to figure out how to express emotions without necessarily saying it, or like using metaphors to explain why you like something or someone, for instance. But then miscommunication, because it works well in my head, but not necessarily when you try and explain it to other people. So this question has been touched up a bit. And the question of this session, is it a session? Is it what episode? Episode. The question of this episode
yes,
is, what are two songs you listened to that made you go like, damn, like that? It could be a part in the song, it could be associated to something else that was happening, but just you listen to it and you were like, what? That's a killer song. That's the point of this discussion. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna give mine, then you'll give yours, then we'll just keep at it.
cool.
And also, this is where you see the real difference between my taste in music and your taste in music. Because I have a feeling half of the songs I will say you do not know, actually not half, all of the songs I will say you do not know, and then all the songs you say I would not have even heard them.
But wait, let me ask you a question. So now we've come down. Initially, were we working with, because we've attempted to record this session before, right?
Yeah.
Was it then, were we working with 3, or was I the one who was overly generous and gave 3, and then you ended up having to give 3? It was a question for 2.
You were overly generous and gave 3. I just gave 2. I was.
Someday maybe we'll find use for that particular footage because we have it, right? But anyway,
It'll be bloopers.
Back to you.
Bloopers.
Back to you, Slack.
So initially previously the one I told you, it has changed a bit because I've listened to a lot of music between then and now. And currently,
that was in a span of like what, 1 month?
Yo, that's a long time.
I know. I'm just, for people who don't know how far back it was, I'm like, it's a 1 month period.
Yeah. So my first song is from, I always forget how to say this man's name right. It's Hosier. Let's say Hosier. His latest album, which is called Unreal Unearth, and there's this song called First Time.
First Time.
Ooh. First Time.
FIRST or FAS?
Maraya Kwanza.
So first.
We're whipping out the languages. Uno. So it's called First Time. And the thing for me was, one, man has a beautiful voice. Like, wow. Like it just touches the soul. And then when you listen to the lyrics themselves, it's a vibe. Hosier, the guy who sang
it sounds like his name is like Hosier Brown. Is his second name Brown?
Nah, he's very Irish, so I doubt it.
I don't know why. I don't know why you said Hosier and I was like, his second name must be Brown. And I'm sorry.
Actually, let me Google it because I don't know what his second name is.
I would love if his name
I doubt it's Brown.
Well, how come I can't find him?
No, he's called Andrew Hosier Bryan. So you were close with the B. The BR. He's called Bryan. Hosier Bryan.
Okay, so either
First Time Hosier.
Either I'm spelling the first time I'm saying it's by Jacaro, and I'm like,
no,
Jacaro First Time, you know it?
No, isn't it First Class?
Well, I typed in First Time and then, oh, it's First Class. Oh my God. My bad.
It's like 3 minutes long.
Song is not here. Oh, Hosier. Oh my God. So even how so I was seeing it, but how I was typing the name of the song is a whole different vibe.
How did you type? Please do tell me.
Hosier is like Hosea. You're saying Hosea. You wanted to say Hosea, but you didn't say Hosea.
No, I was like, wait, what did I say actually?
You said Hosier. No, you said Hosier.
Yeah.
You are on point.
Thank you.
Okay, let me listen to it.
Listen to first.
But some part of me came away. Final time with some. Another sad song.
Yo, it's
like
upbeat.
another
It's
sad
relatively
song.
upbeat. I could give you a sad song, but that one is relatively upbeat. But yo, I listened to that song. I listened to First Time on recommendation from a friend. And I remember we were sitting in the living room and we were playing it on the TV, and I listened to it for the first time. And the line, because one of the lyrics is like, some part of me came alive the first time that you called me baby. Some part of me must have died the first time that you called me baby. And I was like, Cupido. Oh, must be nice. But like, there's just something about that song that's, yeah.
Is it an aspiration for things desired? What is it?
No. We got standards, so it's not an aspiration. It's more of like what are they called? English, man. It's an expectation. No, expectation is the wrong word. No, expectation sounds so. Let's say an aspiration then, for now, until I reallocate.
But this is a song that also looks at things on both frames, right? It's
yes, because it ends with the final time,
and then yes, the final time. So
yeah.
Okay,
I think that's because I read this book. What is it called? Modern Love, Modern Relationships. I don't remember the title, but I read it a while back, and it was basically talking about like the different dimensions of relationships you find in today's society. But it was not very detailed. But I think this, for me, like this song is how I visualize ending things on good terms. It's like it didn't work out, but we had a good run. And then also allowing yourself when you are in a relationship to just be in the relationship and trust that it's like the two of you, like what are we, yeah, like allowing yourself to love fully. So I just vulnerable sad songs.
Yeah, it's a sad song. I'm like, you have just confirmed the statement.
Okay, it's not sad, it's slow. It's a slow song. It's not sad though.
Okay, yeah, I guess it isn't entirely sad because there's elements around finding the joy in this new space of not being together. Okay. Yay. Yeah. Props to you for your first jam.
What's your song? What's your song number one?
Second one.
What's yours?
Oh, wait, let me
it's you. Give me yours.
Chimes for your. I don't know if you've had the chimes I was playing. I'm like,
no.
There's this reaction. Play chimes for raise hands. Oh, oops. It's for reactions. I need to go. Get back to Zoom meetings.
You have not been in Zoom meetings for a minute and it is showing.
Like I've completely forgotten what it is. Anyway, so for me, for my first jam will be, that's the one I was telling you is like 13 minutes long. I ain't gonna play a 13-minute long song here. However, I also believe it's a song that that you've had me play it a couple of times. It's the legendary. I got you a t-shirt, says African president, the African president. Yes. That guy, it's that guy. It's Mr. Fela Kuti himself. Ooh. And it is Lady. The song is Lady. So Lady is 13 minutes long.
I think I know Lady.
You know Lady. I'm sure you know Lady.
I
And I
do.
know many people know Lady. But let me tell you the thing about Lady. Ah, that's exactly what he says. I won't tell you about Lady. The thing about this song is that for me, and I think many people know it, so we don't necessarily have to play all of it. We don't have to play it. But Lady is almost like the epitome of Africanness. Like I just feel Fela Kuti managed to find the right blend of instruments. So you have this great sax beat thing going on before you get, so the musical interlude before the song, he starts singing, is 6 minutes. Between the time the song starts and when he actually starts singing, you have 6 minutes. 6 minutes of pure African instruments. Ding, 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 and then you have the saxophone. Ding, 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 ding. Like it is beautiful. When I listen to that blend and then he starts singing 6 minutes in, by the way, if you're not intentional about listening to music, you will get tired. You're like, these guys are not singing.
Not starting.
Our jams are like what, 2-3 minutes long? By minute number 3, you're like, yeah. But this is a song that is so intentional about bringing great lyrics that talk about the African woman and the African lady and her values and what she brings to the table. Great. Feminism before feminism became a thing. But then you have this whole blend of musical instruments that are so beautiful, and I love it. I will listen to the whole 13 minutes over and over and over and over again because it's just beautiful. If you call a woman African woman, no go gree. She go say, I be lady, oh, I'm a lady. Don't call me an African woman. Just call me a lady. Man, amazing jam. Amazing. Right back at you.
Okay.
Top that. Top Fela Kuti. Top the African president.
I can't, bro. That's a tough act to follow. I'm sorry. I cannot. But on another note, a great song that funny enough, I discovered on TikTok. It's called Back on 74 by Jungle.
Back on 74.
74.
Like BACK back.
Yeah. Funny how many there's 3 backs. I was gonna be like, how many backs are there in the English language?
Oh,
Back
fine.
on by Jungle. It's a cool jam. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's a good jam.
Yeah, it's a good jam. I'm totally vibing to it. Totally vibing, but I want to hear your reasons. What does back 74 mean? Does that mean like back to the year 1974 or what? What's that about? Do you know?
I looked it up, but I forgot it. At the moment, I don't remember. If I welcome anyone else to find out what it is because I have no recollection. But the reason why I listened to this song and I was like, damn, is because just generally, if you listen to the Back to 74 EP, which is like about 4 or 5 songs, So what they did was, in the marketing for this EP, they had choreography for all of the songs that were in it. And the choreography for this song has been like a trending topic on TikTok for a minute now.
Oh, really?
Because it's,
Okay.
yeah. So that's how I first discovered it. I just had that snippet. And then randomly on YouTube, it popped up while I was listening to music. Yeah,
As
yeah,
an
yeah.
ad? As an ad?
No. We don't get ads here. We
Oh,
don't do
sorry,
that.
it popped up when you're in Mauritius. I'm sorry.
Yes, it was
I
like,
apologize.
you know the
Yeah,
way
FYI, guys, folks in Mauritius don't have
Mauritius don't do
ads.
no more YouTube ads. Anyway, you know the way it auto plays songs based on like your listening history or viewing history?
Yeah.
So this was one of the songs that popped up, and I was like, this sounds familiar. Yeah, discovered it on TikTok, found it on YouTube, watched the full choreography, and fell in love with the song just because it's a vibe. It's a good song. It's a vibe. The choreography is amazing. Watch the video when you get the chance.
Is it safe for work?
Huh?
Is it safe for work, the video? Just in
Safe
case.
for what?
Yeah.
What's
So you
what's safe?
you are on TikTok and you don't know, not safe for work, NSFW? NSFW,
No,
like the
but
abbreviations, when
different
someone
kinds
posts a
of
video and they're
TikToks,
like
yes.
NSFW, not safe for work. Like it could have raunchy content that could land you in trouble if you watch it on.
Oh
That's what I'm
no,
working.
it
Is it?
doesn't.
I'm like, is it safe for
Now
work?
I know. I have been educated. Now I
By
know.
your mother on how to on TikTok lingo.
Imagine
NSFW, not safe for work.
how the tables have turned.
SFW is safe for work.
Okay, noted for future reference. I'm gonna throw this in conversation later on today.
with your friends.
With my people.
Please tell
I'm
them
gonna just
that
be like,
your mom is the one who taught you. Anyway.
I will.
Mhm.
Honestly, if I don't learn things from them, they automatically assume I learn it from you. Because no one has faith in my ability to learn anything from the internet.
Oh
That's
no, I
how.
think I have faith in you to learn things for yourself, Slow.
No, on the internet, like internet slang.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's actually a good thing. You either learn it
well,
from them or
I
you learn
miss
it from
jokes.
your mother. It's cool.
I
It's
miss
fine.
a
I
lot
can live
of
with that.
jokes.
I can live with that.
For parenting, on parenting side, you're like, good job.
Yeah.
For my
Done.
cultural
Right thing.
references, I miss
That
so
very
many
well.
jokes. Anyway, back on 74 is safe for work. Definitely.
It's safe for work. Okay.
Safe for work.
Cool.
Yeah. Because it's choreography. What's your song? Tell me.
This one I know you will know, and it might not be a surprise for you.
You know that I will know. That is a big
Is
claim.
it the real life?
Oh.
Is it just fantasy?
The Muppets
Caught
version
in
of
a
the
landslide, no escape from reality.
original one.
Open your
Open
eyes,
your eyes.
look up to the sky and see.
Yo, but honestly, watching the movie they did on, and then
Freddie
seeing what
Mercury,
went, yeah, seeing the process of creating that song, I appreciated it way more.
Mad respect,
Especially
right?
yes, especially when they whipped out the helium balloon so that they could hit the high notes. I was like, mad respect. Because he literally had a vision for the song and was like, when I hear it, I will know. And it came out so good.
I do
And by
not
the way,
need to explain to you why that is my favorite song because you've already
no, you don't
explained.
though. That one I get you.
You've already explained it. Like,
And the fact that it's like different sections, like each section has a different vibe, and it's still one song and it all works together.
It's such a complicated, complex song. It's complex, it's complicated. It goes.
You know, we haven't actually said what the song is.
Wait, people, I'm sure by now people know.
Not everyone, but okay. Just there. Okay. Continue. Sorry.
Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. I think
Mm.
it's out of I can't remember the name of, I think it's like 1976, an album in 1976, thereabout. Let me check. Let me just confirm. So I'm not giving you wrong information. 1975, right?
Mm.
And it's called from the album A Night at the Opera. Beautiful, beautiful
And
song.
it is evident.
It has everything, complex vocals, as Slaya said. They were using helium balloons. Like, it's only when you watch the movie Bohemian Rhapsody that you understood sort of the process that they went through to actually make those vocals sound, because you're like, how does a man
In
voice
1974.
sound like that? Like, it was so weird. Then when
Before
you watch
the days of autotune.
yeah, and it was way before autotune. Oh my God, it was like 20 years before autotune became a thing. Well, autotune became a thing in the 90s, I think. Yeah. Way complex vocals, complex melodies. And then I think, so the song in itself is brilliant, right? And it's like, what, 7 minutes long or thereabout?
Yeah, thereabout.
But what I love about Bohemian Rhapsody, it's five.
It's 5 minutes and 54 seconds, so 6.
So 6 minutes, right? What I love about Bohemian Rhapsody is how applicable it is to so many different contexts. I mean, it's been sampled several times by different segments because it's such a complex song. So many people have sampled different beats and pieces of it, which all make it sound like they're all referring to different songs. That's one thing. The other thing is how it's been used in sort of modern day pop culture. We saw it, Sly, you and I have a memory from watching it on The Muppet Show. Brilliant application in The Muppet Show.
That was a good cover.
Right? An amazing cover. On
Best
The Muppet Show.
Yeah, amazing.
That was one that made it sort of relatable to a younger generation. So that's one thing. I think it's also a song that brings people together across generations and across age groups. Then more recently, I've been seeing, I think I also sent you a video the other day about this girl in the car bumping to Bohemian Rhapsody, and she's singing,
Yes.
and she's like 3 years old, and her mom is, and I'm like, look at what this song does. It is brilliant. And I think this was probably Freddie Mercury, may he rest in peace, at his best. Quick fact, did you know that Freddie Mercury was born in Zanzibar? Yeah. FYI,
now
just so you know, he was born in Zanzibar.
I'm learning things. I'm learning.
He was actually born in Zanzibar, and then now well, of course, he and his parents. But this was, we don't want to talk about the era when he was born, but it was that during those days, yes. But yeah, he was actually born in Zanzibar. So, hey, people of Zanzibar, you can claim Bohemian Rhapsody as one of your gems. Anyway, yeah,
honest.
That's, for me, that's a brilliant jam. Brilliant jam.
True.
Yeah. I mean, we could always go into bonus songs, but, well, I'm seeing we are almost at time, and I want to let you get back.
I have a bonus song.
You have? You have a bonus song, Slide?
I have a bonus song. It's more of 2 bonus songs. Because inspired by Bohemian Rhapsody, 2 songs have come to mind that I'm obsessed with currently and will probably forever be. And that's Night Flight to Venus and Rasputin by Boney M. And you gotta listen to them in that order because when they do the transition.
Yeah, that I agree. Yeah. I also listen to them in sort of that back-to-back. And guys, if you really can, especially for us guys, if you go to your parents' house, I'm sure somewhere you'll find an LP, a vinyl disc with some of these artist jams, man, they are brilliant. And then the quality of the audio was so raw, so under processed compared to the way our jams are over-processed, and to make them very compatible with digital platforms and everything like that. Like, if you really want to listen to that music the way it was meant to be listened to, go to your parents' house or your grandparents' house. For those of us who are still fortunate to have our grandparents around, find those vinyl discs. Nowadays, there are vinyl players in the market that have Bluetooth compatibility that will allow you to connect to other audio outputs. Invest in one, because you will enjoy music the way it was meant to be listened to. You hear the static, you hear all those things. Oh my God, it is beautiful. One of these days on this particular segment, we will probably just try and see how best we can listen to some of that music with the static. When you hear the needle that, oh my God, it's like, right,
The
Sly?
little joys.
Right, Sly?
The little joys,
The
true.
little joys. So music is not just about playing a song, right? It's about how it makes you feel. It's about when you try and take yourself back to when this song was actually being recorded. What was the setting? What was the dynamic? What were these guys feeling? How are they? Hey, yeah, music is a whole topic.
Talk
That
about
could
this
be a
all
whole
day.
podcast on its own.
True though, it could.
Anyway, child, anything
Yeah.
you want to share as your parting message and gift to the
Yeah,
world?
just listen to Night Flight to Venus and Rasputin together, like in that order, and I am sure it will make your day. If it doesn't, tough.
So
That's
Night
all I
Flight
gotta
to
say.
Venus, Rasputin, Boney M, the same
Yes.
order. Listen to it.
Mm.
And on
They're on
the
the
other
same
hand,
album anyway, so
I encourage you also to listen to
all
Queen.
of the songs mentioned in this episode.
Queen is a big plug, not just Queen. And I know many of us know Queen from We Will Rock You, original.
Actually,
Queen.
this is something I discovered
We
recently.
Are the Champions, Queen.
No, you see the one for We Will Rock You? Most people I know don't know the original Queen version. They know the cover that Beyonce and Pink did for that Pepsi advert.
Oh my God, that is
Generational differences.
in between Beyonce, in between that cover, there was another cover. There was, I can't remember who it was, but there was another cover that was a lot more popular that sort of brought this song to the fore, and then it became like a sporting chant and a sporting jam. Chant, yeah, it's a chant. But the original song was by Queen. And when you listen to the song itself, I mean, it's like a minute. It's just a minute. It's one of their shortest songs, but it's brilliant. We are the champions. We are the champions. Anyway, this is not for us to sing. We used to sing, but we don't sing anymore.
We cannot do it the credit that is due.
So when you have a moment, I'll just put a list of the songs here, and you guys can listen to them. Tell us what you think in the comments. Tell us what you would like us to talk about when it comes to music. Was this really even useful for you guys? We want to make it. I have had a great time hanging out with Sly because we always have a great time just hanging out and having conversations. And every time we talk about, I mean, we are doing this. This is our second attempt at recording this particular segment, but I've learned a lot more stuff than I did when we tried to do it the first time. So it's also a great opportunity for Sly and I to bond and hang out. But I really hope that you guys can, get a sense of some of the things that you are able to have, the conversations you can have when you use music sort of as an entry point, especially as our kids become older. Let us know. Yeah, and we look forward to hearing from you. Sly has said she has no parting words, but I'm still going to ask her once again.
I have none.
To say anything.
See you in the next one.
Thank you, Sly. Have an amazing time. Enjoy the rest of your week and weekend.
Yo, it's weekend again. Week is done.
Okay, weekend. Toodles.
Bye.